Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Randy Lee. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. And as always, there is a lot going on. We'll talk about as much as we can today. As always, we'd love to hear from you. 256-234-6221 is our number. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. If you got any thoughts on Hugh Freeze, on this Auburn program, on the Auburn-Georgia game that happened on Saturday. We had a lot of calls yesterday. We appreciate all of those. Please continue to do that. We'd love to hear your opinion. That kind of drives the show. So we'd love to hear it. But Damari Alston no longer with the Auburn program. That was the word in the big story yesterday. We'll talk about that. Obviously, we can get your thoughts on the Auburn-Georgia game. This is your first day on the show with me. And as we've started to do on Tuesdays, we'll look at some of the things that Hugh Freeze had to say in his press conference. Number one being Jackson Arnold will start against Missouri. I had some speculation about that after watching that game Saturday in the second half, but apparently still feels like Jackson gives us the best chance to win. So I'd love to get your opinions on that. But Randy, good to see you. How's your week going?
Well, it's going fine. You know, I haven't had to stomach discussing this on a morning after morning basis like our good friend Brett Pritchard has.
This is true.
So this is my first program this week to talk about it, Andy, and it's kind of funny that you bring up Jackson Arnold as we begin today, because I think it was on this very show that I was sitting in this very spot talking to you, and I made mention before the season that if y'all want me to buy into Jackson Arnold, I will. And you gave me a crazy look, and I had phone calls, and I had messages, and I had a lot of Aubies out there telling me how crazy I am, and I'm not a part of the team that is all aboard on Jackson Arnold, and why in the hell do I keep bringing Deuce Knight's name up before the season, and this guy on here, get him off the air because this guy's not a good Auburn fan. I don't know why y'all put this guy on air anymore, but, you know, it's kind of funny that we get 3 SEC games into the season and we sit here and we see where we are. And the point that I made before the season was, if y'all want me to buy into somebody that clearly a program that is at least our equal, if not, I know nobody likes to hear this, but over the last decade, consistently a little better than us, even though Oklahoma's had a few down years. But let's put it this way. They've had more chances at national titles than we have over the last 10 to 15 years. And my point was, they happily let him go. We took him in, and, buddy, Hugh Freeze convinced all of us that he was the right one. And then the Baylor game shocks all of us.
Now, Brent Venables said they begged him to stay.
Yeah, they begged him to stay. Of course they did. I'm sure they did. And I'm not here to knock him, but I am here to knock the situation we seem to find ourselves in every single summer. And that's, we've got to buy in to a new quarterback. It's every year. And he's going to be the savior of the program. And then if he doesn't work out the next year, we've got to buy into a new one. And it is over and over. It's like Groundhog Day over and over again with the talks that we have up here. And my whole point when the season began was, if I'm to buy into Deuce Knight being the answer long term for Auburn, why in the world not play him then? Really, like, if you're going to bring a freshman in that's as highly recruited as he was, you're not going to keep him around. for 3 years. So if you don't throw him out there and see if he fits and bring some other people along, then why bring him in to begin with? Why not just go out and get the best couple of transfers that you can year in and year out? So now that we've lost 3 games and we've looked as poor as we have offensively, can you answer me that, Andy? I still can't get my head around that one. And I definitely can't get my head around it right now as we go in and we bring in a transfer from Stanford who's played some meaningful snaps, who I think at least runs the ball equal to Jackson Arnold. I've seen film on him. I've seen film with him at Stanford. You get him out of the pocket, he's dynamic with the football.
Yeah.
There's no part of me that thinks he doesn't give us a good chance throwing the football down the field, at least equal to what we're getting with Jackson Arnold, so why not give him a chance? Can you answer either one? Deuce Knight, what's the thought process there?
You want the Pat answer?
No, I want the Andy Graham answer on mentally, really, what do you think from Hugh Freeze's standpoint he's doing beneficial to Deuce Knight in the Auburn program right now?
All I can come up with is he looks at Deuce Knight and he is not – some guys come in and they do not absorb the playbook. They do not know – you can only run certain things with them. And so he cannot run the whole offense. That's my only thing.
Are we the only program that can go and get a top 10 caliber quarterback out of high school, and every single one of them we get to come in out of high school just can't absorb the playbook?
It would be apparently.
Because Gus Malzahn convinced us now that he could not bring a high school quarterback in and put more than 5 plays into the arsenal that he could actually run. And we were all convinced of that. But it's amazing. I can see a lot of other quarterbacks that come in, and they may not lead their team to national titles, but at least you can get behind them and say we're building towards something.
Well, who is a true freshman that has come in and been great in the SEC?
I'm not saying great. No, I don't.
Who's a true freshman that's come in and been good in the SEC?
I feel like South Carolina feels like they were in a better position after last year than they were coming into this year. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
I mean,
DJ Lagway. Last year.
Yeah, that's my point. I feel like Florida at least gave themselves something to hang there. Now, is that been no, but I'm supposed to buy into Jackson Arnold being the savior to the program.
Which is obviously not going to happen.
No, Alabama's had some pretty good freshman quarterbacks come in and at least take some meaningful snaps throughout the season. And when things didn't go well, they found a way to get them in at times. I'm not saying that's the whole answer here. Please, Albies.
But okay,
don't call and yell at me. But my point is,
can we look at it like, okay, here's the plan. Deuce Knight comes in and redshirts or learns whatever for a year, and if Jackson Arnold works out, wonderful. If he's great, he goes to the NFL. If he's not, Deuce Knight's ready to come in as a redshirt freshman or a sophomore. He's got a much better grasp on things. He knows the offense. Next year is his year to go. And you didn't come in just throw him into the fire. And how many times have we seen guys at Auburn specifically who have been young guys, and we throw them into the fire, and it just ruined them because they failed and they never got their confidence back. So, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's not an easy answer is what I'm saying.
No, it's not an easy answer, but it's definitely not an easy answer when you can transfer as many times as you choose, which is my point.
Yeah.
I'm okay if you just don't go get the guy. Just don't go get him. Just save the money.
Yeah.
Don't spend it. Don't try to go and get a high school guy if you're not going to give him a chance to play pretty quick because he's not going to stay around.
Well, to your point, and to back up your argument, if we had started Deuce Knight at the beginning of the year,
can't be any worse.
Would we be 3-3?
Probably
so.
But
so.
I would the 3-3 is
at
not,
worst. I'm saying,
3-3 is not the biggest problem. I think you would agree. If I had to pick to begin the season, I would say 75% chance we're 3-3 at this point in time. That would have been my choice because I wasn't as bullish on Auburn as some others. But not like this. Not to the level where I'm going, if you're a wide receiver at Auburn, what are you thinking right now? Because honestly, what do you have to hang your hat on if you're a wide receiver at Auburn right now? If you're Damari Austin, yes, I'm not giving him a pass because he's captain. That's the only reason I'm not giving him a pass. But he's not playing a lot. He's only getting a few snaps. It's his last year. I don't know what he's making, but I'm going to guess he's making $250,000 a year. I think that's what most of the key guys on these SEC rosters are making. I know I got to go to the phone lines, but maybe he wants another payday. Maybe he was trying to rig something up with Auburn where he can continue to get his payday this year and then come back next year as a senior again and get another payday. I can see that side of it. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yes, sir.
Yes, glad to have you.
Hello?
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Larry. I'm from Opelika, and I think Randy is the only guy on that program who speaks the truth. I think the rest of those guys just go by the protocol of what they supposed to say. They just looking through, I don't know what kind of glass they looking through, but they ain't telling the whole truth of what it is. Randy speaks the truth about Deuce and the other freshmen, the other receivers. They ain't going to hang around there to look at this Jackson Honor mess up the season like Peyton Thorne did the last couple of years. And I think we need some coaches who would give the freshmen a chance to play because they can't do no worse. Because look at Jackson Honor. In the second half, he just disappeared Saturday. Didn't even try to make no plays. Throwing the ball behind the receivers and everything. Give Deuce a chance to see what he can do. That's all I ask. It can't be no worse. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Appreciate it.
Is he not a smart guy?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Larry's already.
I tell the truth, brother. I as I see it, I try to do that always. I don't ever try to toe the line. Trust me. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We're brought to you each and every day by Sensagreen. Heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. And J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big. No job is too small, commercial or residential. For all your needs, again, J.A. Smith, Construction and Excavation. All right, Randy, I want to talk about Damari Alston. Here's a guy, and I start thinking about this, and immediately, you know, when you put out, when there's there's so many different facets of this. Number one, Hugh Freeze, you know, yesterday, this starts to bubble up, and, you know, we start getting text from people we know, and it's like, Damari's out. And like, what? And then Hugh Freeze goes to the press conference and says, Damari Alston did not meet the expectations of the program. Okay, that makes it sound like, you know, he did something, you know, out of character. Or he did something wrong, whatever, discipline problem of some sort. And he was dismissed from the team. But that's not what we understand is what happened. What we understand that is what happened. I wasn't there, but this seems to be, and nobody's denying it. He came in and wanted to redshirt. Hugh Freeze said, look, basically, you're either all in or all out, and he said, I'm all out. Is that basically what we understand happened?
Pretty much. And then I think Hugh Freeze said that without saying that exactly last night.
Okay.
that it was no disciplinary thing.
Okay.
It was nothing like that. And then, you know, I think the most important thing is to read into what his teammates say. And the moment, even before it starts coming out, he's got teammates behind him. And you go, hold up now, why are we talking about Damari? And then all of a sudden you have that information come across yesterday, and then our best football player maybe on the team was the first one that I noticed, and that was Atkins. My Lord, how good is he, by the way? You want to talk positive?
How about that here's the other thing. There's so many good players on this defense. So many young players, good players. Melendez is the light starting to come on.
Yes.
Oh man, this is my guy. And but anyway, Eric Winters. I mean, it's just.
But Atkins comes out and he says nothing but positive things, glowing things about Damari on a tweet. And you know, when that happens, I read into more of there's so much inner turmoil going on with the team when a captain's making that decision. I'm not giving him a pass solely because he's in a leadership role, but can I run down some stats for you? He's senior.
We got a call. But
all right. When I come back, don't let me veer off track because you got some stats here that need to be mentioned. And by the way, he's hung around Auburn this whole time.
Yeah.
Waiting his turn.
Yes.
To be the starter.
This is my point.
Year.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you get to after you've probably been talked into not transferring three times.
If you're loyal, sooner or later, it's going to pay off. That's the line, right?
Not for him this year. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
War Eagle, guys.
War Eagle.
It just baffles me that we're here still in the same boat, that we haven't fired Freeze yet, and that we're even having a discussion that beating Missouri and Kentucky and Arkansas could save the man's job. I mean, why? Why should that save his job? Because what's going to happen next year, we're going to lose this roster, and we're going to be in the same boat. We're just going to get Billy Napier. I said it the other day in a text. I hope he don't Billy Napier us, and I feel like that's what's going to happen, guys. War Eagle, and I'll hang up and listen. One more thing. I think John Cohen needs to go, too, if he can't pull the trigger.
Thanks for the phone call. Let's hit a couple of those real quick, and then I'll go back to these stats. One, you know, as soon as you were saying that, I was thinking of Brett Pritchard a few years ago when Gus Malzahn was our coach, and we celebrated like we won the SEC championship in a road win against a terrible Ole Miss team. And on Monday he came in and he said, what in the world have we become? We're in here hooping and hollering because we beat a bad Ole Miss team. Is that where we are as a program, really? Like, are we going to storm the field when we beat an 18th ranked team? Is that where we're coming to? And the answer was yes. That's where we were at that point. So when you bring up the question of, are you going to save your job about beating Missouri and Arkansas and some other mid-tier to lower portion of the SEC team? No. It's not what we mentally think that we are. But the further we get along with this thing, it's the more that Scott Hardy, like Scott, you tried to talk me into this a long time ago. We are who we are. And you can think that we're something different. And unfortunately, Andy and I grew up in the 80s.
I don't buy that.
Yeah, but Pat Dye was our coach, and we grew up in the 80s, and every year that I woke up during football season, I thought we had a championship caliber team. I never wake up thinking that anymore. No. Do you think we can score 3 times Saturday? Let me ask you that.
But I mean, but don't confuse the last 5 years of hell that we've all been through. That with, you know, that we were competitive. I mean, we had opportunities. I thought we had a chance to win a national title in 2013, obviously.
That's a long time ago.
I'm aware. It's gone downhill since 17. It has gone downhill.
Since 14, when did you wake up? Now, 17 it came on us at the end of the year. I didn't wake up at the beginning of the year thinking that we had a championship caliber team. Oh, hell no.
No.
My point is the entire decade of the 80s, starting in 82, I thought that. I don't think it anymore. So if you don't think it, then you are kind of who you are. And I don't want to be that. And I know Auburn people out here don't want to be that, but that's sad. that's what we are right now.
Right now, that is true. I told Luke the other day, I don't know which I'm more embarrassed about, that we scored 10 points and had 160 yards of offense against A&M, or that we stormed the field well so we beat them last year. That's more embarrassing to me now. So that's who we are. But again, that's two different arguments here. To say that Auburn's just an 8, that's who we are. It's 8-5. That's garbage. Like you said, we were on the cusp of winning national titles for a decade. We won 4 SEC titles. We're right there at the cusp. That's what we're capable of. Now, since Tuberville left, it's gone downhill. I grant you, but never mind. We got more to talk about. Join us when we come back. Give us a call, 256-234-6221.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell. There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Thank you so much for being with us today. 256-234-6221. Let us know what's on your mind. Everybody's got a good opinion or a different opinion about things. Damari Alston, no longer with the team, was voted. Look, as far as I know, he's been at Auburn for 4 years, never been in trouble, makes good grades. Everybody really likes him, respects him. He was voted by his teammates as a captain on this team.
Keep talking.
And now he has bolted. So I looked at it like, okay, my initial thought was, got to quit on his team, And that's the thought. How can he possibly? This guy's a captain. That's the guy you're choosing as your leader, and he just quits on the team. But then I'm an old man now, so I start thinking, okay, well, if it was my son, how would I advise him? And then you start looking. You said let's look at his stats for his career at Auburn.
Well, and that's where I would start. First off, his opening year, he's behind great running backs. I mean, you come in and Tank Bigsby and Jarquez Hunter are part of the backfield. Mm-hmm. You're going to bide your time there. Now, Jarquez wasn't just some guy that was a no-brainer, but by the time he started getting carries, you knew he was great. So he does bide his time, but in that opening year, he plays in 12 games. Doesn't get a lot of carries, but gets 14 carries for 85 yards. And then moving into year two, of course, there is Jarquez there who's going to get a majority of the carries. And unfortunately for him, the quarterback's getting more carries than Damari, but that's neither here nor there. Kind of like what's going on now. I mean, the quarterback's still getting more carries than our running backs, but neither here nor there. But 23 and 24. Here's his carries. 64 carries in 23, up to 52 carries last year. So still not a lot. But I'm going to bide my time. I'm not going to transfer. We felt like one offseason he was transferred for sure.
Yeah.
At least I did. It didn't happen. We talk him in, and you can just hear the talk. Just wait your turn, buddy. We're going to be great one day. I mean, we hear these press conferences. We got a segment coming up where Andy he'll feed you in on some of the words that we hear out of some of these great press conferences that we get at Auburn University over the years. He makes a living by reading off some of these. But you come into this year and you have one big game against
You're the
Baylor.
man.
You're the man.
You're a senior. You're our starting tailback. It's your year.
You're the captain.
You're the guy.
16 carries in game one, 84 yards, real solid performance. Looked like we're going to run the football. Cobb plays well in that one too. Yeah. Wasn't like y'all weren't a two-headed monster back there getting carries. Both of you were getting carries, and you get banged up a little bit, so you miss a couple of games. But when you come back, yes, Jeremiah had 2 good games in the games you missed, but that's not the problem now. I mean, Cobb may be getting a couple of more carries a game than Damari, but not a lot. Neither are getting carries. We're not running the football, so what's happened since then? 7 carries against Oklahoma, 2 carries against A&M, and then 7 carries against Georgia. I mean, you hung around and waited for this? You're 3-3. You're making money now, by the way. But let's just say he doesn't go to the NFL, and let's just use a good round number that he's making $300,000 a year being the Auburn running back this year. I'm thinking money. Mm-hmm. I'm in the day and age where I'm thinking, what am I getting paid for playing college football? And if you're not, then you're Andy's age. He's old, and he's still thinking like this is all just some kind of heart and emotion deal. Yeah. I mean, this is a money deal.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, well, look, I'm going to go to the coach, and I'm going to say, Coach, I'll do anything. I'll stay around, a little banged up, get back healthy, work out, run scout team, practice with you, do whatever I want, and I'll come back for you next year. Let me redshirt, because I'm not going to lose a year. I've only played in 4 games. Not going to lose a year. And from what I heard, I mean, and I may be wrong, but I read the message boards the same as all of you do, is that he wasn't too negative about it to begin with. Then he slept on it, and he came back, and he was real negative about it.
Mm.
So if I'm off by that, maybe I am. I'm not a beat writer. Look, I get up here with Andy and Brett because I love it, and I'm a fan like the rest of you, but I don't go to practice. And I probably don't do any more reading into what's going on with Auburn's football program than a lot of you do out there. But do you see, I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not saying but I do see that where the thought process changes today in comparison to many moons ago when you add the money into the mix. Line 2. Caller, you on the Auburn Blitz.
Yes, I just had a couple of comments. I'm a daily watcher, and I enjoy your show very much. Instant replay, I'm about to come around to Luke's point of view. I just about as soon go with the call on the field, except in maybe 3 instances. Let the refs review it for targeting, or ball placement, or clock placement. Give the coaches each 2 challenges I have, and after they exhaust those, just go with the calls on the field. What do you think about that?
I'm all for it. This whole business about, they don't call the targeting on the field, but we're going to look at, beep down from the booth. I'm about sick of that myself too. I'm that 40 minutes to play 2 minutes of football, that was an abomination at the end of the first half against that Auburn-Georgia game.
Well, I mean, once you go to slow motion and particularly frame by frame, I mean, you can make just about anything out of anything, seems like.
Absolutely.
But just wanted to throw that in and see what y'all thought about that. But I enjoy all the different points of view that y'all present, and it gives you something to think about every day. I appreciate your show.
Thank you so much, William.
Thank you.
And I'll give my comments on it because bring me back in on that. He makes a good point. Sitting in the stands is miserable.
Yeah.
Sitting through that.
All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is excited to participate in our annual Catch Me in Pink campaign, raising money for cutting-edge breast cancer research. We partnered locally with the Joy to Life Foundation and Vera Bradley to help raise significant funds in support of the cause. Each week, we are giving away prizes locally in addition to our national grand prize, a tropical trip for 2. To enter, simply snap an Ussie of you and a pink-clad Dixie employee and enter it on our website. Dixie will donate money for every photo that's submitted, and you will be entered to win big.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Just a couple more segments. In today's show, I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. Go and check them out and check out their website, steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. All right, let's go to the phone line and pick up Randy. You're on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay.
Hey, Randy, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, I understand what Coach Freeze keeps on talking about. We're close. We're close to the wheels falling off. I thought Saturday that both coaches were a bad example for the players. Coach Freeze should have held his emotions a little bit better, and I was just wondering, do the people in Georgia clout? Does it look like calling a timeout when they clap? Because the replay definitely showed that he called a timeout. And technically the ball game was over at halftime. I mean, we were beat at halftime because the players didn't come back out there at halftime. Their hearts didn't. They were out of it after halftime. And Coach Freeze needs to be a better example to the players. I mean, he needs to hold his emotions better, and he needs to bring a spirit out there of trying to win and all, and not let his emotions show too much. And I enjoy y'all's show every day, and I know it's hard doing it under these circumstances. And War Eagle.
War Eagle, thank you,
Randy.
Thanks.
We got one more.
Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
How you doing? This is Greg Nolan.
Good. Glad to have you, Greg.
Coach Nolan's, Coach Johnny Nolan's brother.
Yeah, great to have you, Greg. Hope everything's good with you.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, I'm an Alabama fan, but I tell you what, that game Saturday, that Auburn game, I tell you what, that was something else, man. I ain't never seen something official being called like they called that one.
I don't think many people have seen anything like that before.
I know it. It was awful. I watched the whole thing. It was awful. I ain't never seen a game done like that.
Well, we've had a couple of them this year that was head scratching, Greg. But
yes, sir.
You know, let's hope we've got better days to come. I'll put it that way.
Yes, sir.
But we sure do appreciate your call today. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and y'all have a great day, and God bless y'all.
Yeah, God bless you.
You too.
All right. Where shall we begin, Andy?
I want to finish up on Austin.
Okay.
Okay. Now we gave that. That's from his perspective. That you know, and I get all that. And if it's my son and he's coming to me and he says, "Look, I got one more year, and I'm not getting the running." There, obviously, Jeremiah Cobb's the starting running back now. You know, I want to play and I want to be the feature back one time in my life. They've been holding this carrot out in front of me forever, and I want to get that. I want to be that featured back. I know I can be that featured back. And if it's not here at Auburn, I'll transfer somewhere else and I'll do it somewhere else. But I need that 1 year. So I just want a red shirt this year. I get that. And I completely understand that. Maybe it is about money too. I can make some money next year but also you got to look at it from Hugh Freeze's point of view in that you're the captain. Look, coaches have been building football teams for 100 years. And one of the bedrock first principle is team first, right? I mean, that's what it's got to be. It's got to be team first. You can't put the individual above the team. It doesn't work. That's why, you know, football teams crumble. That's why they don't work, because they don't put the team first. So I get him saying, look, man, you're either in and for the team or you're not. And I don't blame him for, you know. So I understand both sides. There's an argument to be made for both sides, but it's just it's so unfortunate. How many good kids has Auburn just chewed up and spit out the last 5 or 6 years? I mean, it's just disheartening. You know what I mean?
It is, and it's what you get when you're poorly led in anything in life. And, you know, you can sit back and you can stomach a lot and you can say, well, is the grass greener on the other side? Well, if you chose the current grass you're on, then you wanted to be there. I mean, it's not like you didn't have other options. So, and back to your statement on Auburn. A lot of those guys that you're bringing up, they all chose Auburn. That's the most disheartening thing that goes on here. And, you know, if you have a personal relationship with some of these kids, like we've known some of them over the years, it also makes it difficult. But our leadership at the top is not very good. And you're about to make me live through another entire segment of you reading off the reason that if I was Damari Austin, I'd be disgusted. Because part of the biggest concern that we've had over the duration is we got to run the football. We know we got to run the football. Got to run the football. I think we can run the football, and I know we've got to. And then you come back out, and your running backs get 8 carries. And I know they didn't get 8 carries, but they got 8 carries the previous game, and it was the same press conference before the previous game, Andy. So what do you suggest? The guys just to say, well, I think it's going to be different tomorrow. He's been telling me all these things for the last probably 3 years to keep him around, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
But it never comes to fruition. At a certain point, you go, no, I think you're lying to me. And I'm, as an Auburn fan right here, going, you know what, I can't imagine what he's hearing in those coaches' offices. And if you get lied to over and over again, at a certain point, you go, I'm the idiot that thinks that this is going to change.
Well said. All right, we got to take one final break. We'll be back right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, We provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The office is on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy closing things out to 1 o'clock here. All right, let's get to a few of these Hugh Freeze comments here on his quoting Hugh Freeze from his press conference. He talked about the disappointment after the losing to Georgia, but then again, he says the same thing every week. They're all disappointed. All right, on finding ways to win, he said, I think one of the most telling stats of the whole game, defensively, we were dominant. Stopped the rushing game, really good on first down. They got in some third and longs. We had our season low in missed assignments. Only had 23 missed assignments. Apparently that is actually really, really good for an entire football game. However, on the 17-play drive that sealed the game for Georgia, Auburn had 11 of the 23 missed assignments. Same calls against the same types of looks, and we don't keep the same poise and make the same plays that we had proven to make for 3 earlier quarters. Same thing offensively, but missed. You want me to tell you why that is, Hugh? Because your offense ran about 9 plays in the second half, and the defense was tired. When you get exhausted, you make missed assignments. That's how that works. That ain't that hard to figure out, is it?
No, and you got a starting corner that's out, which we didn't even get into, but it was brought up earlier, and thanks for all the phone calls today, by the way, but it was brought up earlier on the targeting call and the going to the film and coming up with something that can keep 40 minutes from only leading to 2 minutes of actual playing time, Andy. But that was one of the worst parts of the ball game to me. First off, Kayan Lee getting thrown out of the ball game with a shoulder that he led with. Mm-hmm. On a play that I don't even think they were looking for targeting. They were looking for a reception. And they see the targeting as part of the look. And they come back and don't say anything about the reception. And they throw Kayan Lee out. And then there's not even a question that Georgia has a targeting. And the white hat won't even look over to the sideline. You know, the way he handled that game was one of the worst managed football games I've seen in the college ranks. And that guy's been calling ball games for 30 years. Yeah. I noticed the face, I noticed the official, but it was terrible. And Andy's not going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he crossed the goal line because he fumbled the football, and we shouldn't have done that anyway. So I'm not even going to go into that. But there's so many other things.
I think he scored on the play before.
Yeah. Oh, I do too.
I think that was a much more strong argument that he scored on that play.
Agree. But yes, it was a very poorly officiated game, and it's become a part of the overall dynamic of college football.
They ought to be fired just for not making Georgia have a timeout or a delay game.
Agree.
I mean, they didn't score on that drive because they missed a field goal. That's beside the point. That is the most egregious thing I think I've ever seen. I mean, and Kirby, you're a liar. You're a big, fat, stinking liar, okay? And you're making a fool of yourself on national television, continuing to double down and say, oh, no, I was just trying to clap. You're a fat, stinking liar. Okay.
I agree with everything you said. But back to Hugh's comments. It's the same ones every week. You did this for years under Gus Malzahn. At a certain point, what is it about our program, though, Andy? Let me close out today's.
Yeah, we got about a minute.
What are we missing?
Leadership. Number one.
Can you choose
toughness, mental toughness?
But that's the choice in offensive philosophies, correct?
What's that?
I mean, we're a soft football team.
Yeah, we are.
We don't run it down your throat. We say we're going to run it down your throat, but then we don't run it down your throat.
We're not mentally tough with anything.
We don't build up great offensive lines. We don't recruit offensive linemen all that well.
But, no, we're not physical. No.
And that's not who we were, and that's not who we were. It's not who our culture was when we were great.
It's what we got to get back to.
Well, I don't see Auburn.
It's not going to happen under this coaching staff.
No, this is over. This ship is totally sailed. Like the first phone call we had, what is the delay?
I think he's got it right, to be perfectly honest. All right, thank you so much. Keep the calls coming throughout the week, 256-234-6221. He's Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.